In today's track guide, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to master one of the most hated circuits on the F1 2021 game, China. In this video, I'm going to be showing you a hot lap that I managed to get, and then we're going to go around the track in slow motion and go through every single detail about the track. And I know if you're new to the channel, you're wondering, where are those setups? The setups can be found in the pinned comment or the description below. Now, let's get into this. Okay guys, so coming up to the final corner, this is a very tricky one, and a lot of people tend to use this shadow from the billboard there as their sort of breaking point. I either use the actual billboard itself, or I actually use the fence on the right hand side. I'm more comfortable with using the fence on the right hand side just because that's what I've been using for the past couple of years, but obviously you can use the billboard if you want, maybe just brake slightly after you pass the billboard. Then you want to be in 4th gear. In this year's game, you can cut this last curb. However, because they've changed the way that curbs work, it's not 100% guaranteed. So it's best just to miss it, just clip the curb and then just carry that speed through. And then you've got the start finishing line straight, open up DRS of course. And then we're starting the lap here at China. So getting into this pretty quickly, turn 1 is one of the most difficult turn 1s on the calendar. Just after the 50-meter board, you want to start flicking the car in towards the curb here and then start braking as you're getting closer towards the curbs. You want to brake quite hard, not 100% but quite hard at first, and then quickly just bleed off of it a little bit, or else you will lock up as you're going to be turning quite heavily here. Shift down into 5th gear and hold it for a little bit, and then bring the car just slightly out wide, then downshift into 2nd slowly, and then you want to bring the car back in towards this corner here so that you can hit the apex, this late apex, quite nicely here. And then for this corner, you're going to be in 2nd gear the whole time. Just take it as a early apex, and then you want to run the car at ride. So hit the early apex and then run the car at ride, short shift up to 4th, and then just follow the tarmac, the darkened tarmac on the road here, and just carry that speed all the way to the end of sector 1. And then coming up to the end of sector 1 now, this corner, you can brake. It's very easy to brake just a little bit too late, but what I like to do is I like to brake just after the 100-meter board. You want to use as much as the track as possible, so make sure that the left hand side of the car is on the curbs. Here, brake down into 3rd gear and then rotate the car in, hit the apex, and then gather the speed. Try not to hit the curb on the exit actually, or else it can cause you to just lose control of the car. This next corner, what I like to do is in qualifying, I will hold it in 6th for a little bit throughout this corner and then shift up to 7th. Ideally, want to take it flat in qualifying. In the race, you're going to need to lift off from this corner, probably in 6th, just lift off in 6th and then get back on the throttle, but in quali 7th gear flat. And then for this corner here, shifting down into 4th gear, try and hold a tight line around this corner whilst carrying as much apex speed as you can. And then for this corner, just in between the DHL board that you've just seen behind us there and this piece of tarmac on the right hand side, that's when I like to brake. It's a light braking, one downshift into third, and then try and hit this apex right here. Boom. And then carry that speed in. Try not to hit this outside curb in here, or else it will just make you lose the car. So you want to stay on the road here for this. Upshift to fourth. The car can get a little bit hard to control in this section, just due to the fact that your tires are potentially overheating at this point. So you do want to be smooth with your inputs. You can use all of the exit curve here, just in case. And then for this final corner of sector 2, 7th gear, braking just after you hit the 100-meter board, down into 3rd gear, and then turn in here. Miss the yellow sausage curb here, just hit the red and white curbing. Same with this corner, and then this corner is very difficult to get the traction. You want to start short shifting up to 5th gear as soon as you reach the apex of that corner, and then you just want to be as smooth as you can on the throttle without losing the back end of the car. Try and get flat as quickly as you can, and then you've got this huge 1 kilometer straight. Open up DRS as soon as you hit it, and then it's just a straight line all the way down to this braking zone. It gives you tons of time to think about this braking zone, and you want to brake in between the Rolex sign that you can see above me and the 100-meter board. Anywhere in between there is a good braking point, whether you're in quali or the race. If you're in quali, you obviously want to brake maybe a little bit later just to try and get that extra tenth of a second or that extra couple thousandths of a second. Brake hard, brake in a straight line, down into 3rd gear for this corner in qualifying, probably 2nd in the race, and then just hit the apex nicely there. Try and be as smooth as you can on the throttle, because you can lose the rear end. And then, as I said, you've got the Rolex sign, you've got the fence, want to brake roughly around about there or just after there. And once again, you want to miss this here. You can cut it, but it's not a guarantee that you're actually going to get a smooth run through it if you cut it. So that's why I recommend not to do that. Open up DRS, and there you go, you finished a lap at China. So remember guys, make sure to hit the like button if you did learn from this video. Make sure to come back to the comment section and let me know how much time you were able to gain from this tutorial, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.